So, if you were waiting for me to come, I am just a minute late because Mr. Cooper decided that he needed to go bark at squirrels. So I had to run downstairs and get him out the door, get his big mouth out the door, and he can just stay out there until I'm done. But if you're just joining me, please say hi in the chat. Tell me where you're coming from. And did Winter make a return to your area? Because I can tell you, it sure did here in the Carolinas. We have been having frost warnings since Sunday. Um, it has been getting down close to freezing, and many of the farmers are very nervous for particularly the fruit trees, uh, the fruit tree crop, and it's just concerning. So pray for the crops and the farmers that are growing these. So, anyway, this Friday, you see, I have green on. Maybe you see my little green illumination in the back with a little fun colors. Um, Green is, yeah, you got it. It's St. Patrick's Day. And today's show is all about some fun facts of St. Patrick's Day and some traditions, things that how it started. And you see, possibly in the chat, I have a little question there for you. Um, and it is in two parts. There's the question and then the choices that you have. So just type the choice of what you think the color might be of what St. Patrick's started out as. Um, but anyways, if you are new here and you don't know, you've never experienced me before, I am Weezy. My surname is Louise, but Weezy is a nickname of Louise, and people who know me and love me call me Weezy. And I come here Wednesday mornings to just give you little tips of life, things of the home, garden, sometimes cooking. But today is when it's a holiday. I usually talk about the holiday and some cool facts that might go along with the holiday, different things, trying to bring out some things that might be a little bit different that we just might not know about. And with St. Patrick's Day, I know we have all gotten used to it being it's the green holiday. It is the day to drink. It's a good reason to go out and for a lot of people to drink green beer, to drink, period. Drink a Guinness, eat corned beef and cabbage, maybe with some potatoes on the side, um, some Irish soda bread. And so today we are just going to talk about some fun facts. And I might talk about Irish soda bread towards the end, or maybe something else yummy that you could make if you were going to a St. Patrick's Day party, or you just wanted to make a little sweet treat. It's really easy. I am not going to demonstrate it, but I will talk about it. But anyway, let's get this party on the road. So, St. Patrick's Day um, happens annually on March the 17th. And to honor St. Patrick, the patron saints of Ireland. I am reading from another device. Uh, So here's 10 amazing facts about St. Patrick's Day. So let's. So here we go. Some facts of St. Patrick's Day celebrations. One, St. Patrick's Day is celebrated annually on March 17th, which we all know, in the honor of St. Patrick, a patron saint of Ireland. Did you know that St. Patrick was not actually Irish, but he was born Rome in Rome, Britain. You want to know more about that? Look it up. Uh, the original color, this was my little question in the chat. The color originally associated with St. Patrick's was blue, not green. The color green became associated with the holiday after the Irish independence movement in the late 18th century. So, a very, very long time ago. Um, this really does go way back. If you don't really know much about St. Patrick, I did a live several years ago and told more about St. Patrick um, and what he did. And it really truly is more of a, for the lack of a better word, a religious. Um, what he did was very great and for God. So go back and look that up. It's very interesting. Um, Here is another fact. The first St. Patrick's Day parade was not held in Ireland, but in New York City in 1762. See how long this has been around? A long time. The Chicago River is dyed green every year for St. Patrick's Day. I don't know about around you, but I know we have what's called the White Water Center here in the Charlotte area, and they dyed their water source green where they run the rapids. And if you're just joining, go ahead and say hi in the chat, and hopefully I will see it. I'm going to be honest, I have not, if you have, and I know people have been chatting with me during the shows of late. Um, I don't see them until later. They get posted up on Facebook um, rather than here on Restream, the platform I'm using, which is a little disconcerting. But anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day. And we are talking about the fun facts, and we're up to fact number 6. So to recap really quick, St. Patrick's Day, of course, is for St. Patrick of Ireland. St. Patrick was not actually Irish, but born um, Roman Britain. Hey, Julie, you showed up. Yay! Maybe it's because I have my setting in a different way today. It's why I can see. Thank you for joining me, Julie. Um, Julie, did you know that the original color for St. Patrick's Day was blue and not green? Um, so if you didn't know that, let me know in the comments. The first parade was held in 1762 in New York City. Chicago River is green. And I was talking about the Whitewater Center and how they dye their water green. In Ireland, St. Patrick was considered a religious holiday, and pubs were closed until the 1970s, so not that long ago. Corned beef and cabbage is not the traditional dish of the Irish, and but became associated with St. Patrick's Day in America. St. Patrick's Day is celebrated not only in Ireland, but many other parts of the world with significant Irish populations, including the US, Canada, and Australia. And in Ireland, it's customary to wear a small batch of shamrocks on St. Patrick's Day, which is believed to bring good luck. The other interesting fact about the shamrock is St. Patrick used the shamrock to display the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. So you can see my little clover back there in the in my background, and it says blessed. What does it say? It says not lucky, just blessed. I like that because there is no luck. You're in my opinion. I won't go any further there. But I want to go back to the corned beef. Do you guys eat corned beef and cabbage? Just say yes or no in the chats. Um, but the little here's a little factoid about corned beef. Corned beef and cabbage is a dish that has become associated with St. Patrick's Day in the United States. However, it is not the traditional Irish dish. In Ireland, a more common traditional meal for St. Patrick's Day would be bacon or cabbage or Irish stew, which I have made Irish stew here for St. Patrick's Day also in the past. Um, and then they also might make some mashed potatoes with kale or cabbage, uh, soda bread, shepherd's pie, or Guinness beef stew. And like I said, I have made that. It's very tasty. So if you wanted something different and you really aren't into the corned beef and there are some alternatives. But I would if you are a red meat eater, I highly recommend the Guinness beef stew. It's very good. Um, so there's many delicious recipes to choose from. Um, so today, um, another thing that I have done is I have made Irish soda bread 1 year, which if you are a subscriber, Julie Julie says I have not eaten corned beef anything. Well, I didn't for a long time because I just didn't think I liked it, but it is quite tasty. And I have one in the freezer ready to go for Friday. And we will have it with prob I don't know if I'll do the boiled potatoes or mashed potatoes. And probably and possibly sauerkraut versus cabbage salad. But anyway, we will be having it in some form of the little trinity of the corned beef, the potatoes, and a cabbage like um, dinner. So, um, we just went through some interesting facts for St. Patrick's Day. So, if you didn't catch those, you, I'm sorry, we're kind of on a roll today. You'll have to go back and watch in replay. And when you do watch it in replay, just put hashtag replay in the comments so that I know that you've watched it later. And so I was just saying that Irish soda bread is another um, traditional food for St. Patrick's Day. Sorry, I'm dry. It's cold. And my allergies are in full bloom. But anyway, Irish soda bread. It is very yummy, super, super simple to eat, to make. Of course, it's super simple to eat, but it's super simple to make. And there's um, there's a white Irish soda bread, there's a brown soda bread, and then and many people make it with raisins or add a little honey to sweeten it up. Um, if you are interested in a recipe, I have one that I can PM you. Just write in the comments recipe. And it's something fun that you could even make with your kids. Um, but the difference between the white and the brown is white is made with just regular all purpose flour. And then the brown is a mixture of whole wheat flour and white flour. But it's very yummy and very easy to make. It's just flour, baking soda, salt, and buttermilk, so or a soured milk, because that helps the poofing of the bread. And then you put a cross shape on the top to kind of lay it down, and the Irish put like a cross like shape in it to say to ward off evil spirits. So there's some other interesting facts. But say you are low carb, you don't want the bread, a little sweet that you could make that would be really fun, very yummy, is you could make little Oreo truffles. Does anybody make like the truffles at Christmas time where you take the whole package of Oreos, you crush them up, you mix them with a brick of cream cheese and maybe something else? Don't know. I've made them, but it's been a while. But I think it's just crushed Oreos and cream cheese mixed together, and then you scoop them and you put them into melted chocolate. You to make them more St. Patrick-y, you could get white chocolate or white bark, melt it down, add some green food coloring to it so that it'd probably be like a pale green, maybe even paler than my sweater. Um, but you take the little balls, I think you form balls, freeze them, and then you bring them out, dip them into the melted chocolate, and then you let them set up for a little bit, and you have these little delightful, uh, sweet sweet treats to eat. So if you were going to a St. Patrick's party, or you just want to have fun with um, kids, or you just want a sweet treat for yourself, you can make these, and they are easily frozen. You can just throw them in the freezer and pull one or two out if your sweet tooth should rear up at a time. I leave them out of my house because I would be too tempted to eat too many. But today, if you can see in the background, I have my green lights. I have a light strip that goes around the top of my ceiling here, and um, so I have the green lights here for St. Patrick's Day too. But but those were some cool facts that I had today for St. Patrick's Day, some cooking suggestions that you could do. And like I said, if you want the recipe for the Irish soda bread, I have something that I can give to you easily. Um, if you get my weekly email, Weezy Today email, that is the subject today, replay of what I what I did making Irish soda bread. And um, once again, you can PM me for the recipe, and I will be glad to share it with you. So, anyway, that's all I have for today. And I hope you have a wonderfully blessed St. Patrick's Day. And remember to wear your green on Friday, unless you like to get pinched. So, anyway, have a great week, everybody. Bye.